Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. With that, let's get up to Buffalo. Standing by at New Era Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And off we go from New Era Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led by a former national champion at Alabama. It's A.J. McCarron.
I like A.J. McCarron. Ever since he came out of Alabama, a lot of people wanted to call him cocky. He's extremely confident in his abilities. And a lot of people call him a game manager, like it's a negative. This guy can actually win games with his arm. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see what he does in Buffalo.
McCarron now on first down. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
All right, here we go.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Pretty move by Shady. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10.
Set. Blue, landing.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
McCarron throwing on second. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And now it's third down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Isn't it funny, Brandon, back in the good old days, we rarely spotlighted defensive tackles, but in this case we have to. Corey Liuget is one of those guys who's been a base player, taking on double and triple teams. Now he shed a little weight in the offseason, trying to get a little quicker, wants to make a few more plays upfield.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap for McCarron. Left side here, caught by Clay. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On fourth down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. So here come the Chargers with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
One way you become the all-time leading passer for your team is pure talent, and Phillip Rivers has plenty of that. But there's also dedication to your craft and the willingness to get better all the time. Phillip Rivers has a van set up with a driver so that when he goes to and from practice, he's able to watch tape and find ways to improve his mechanics each and every day.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The first down throw here for Rivers. And his first pass is incomplete. With that, let's check out how the Chargers line up on offense.
I have to admit, I've rather enjoyed watching Melvin Gordon's improvement as he's developed as an NFL player, because it started for me in college. Every year he was in school, he would add something extra to his game. First year, he knew how to run. He wanted to add pass receiving to his game. The next year, he wanted to add pass protection to his game. Did all of that. That turned him into a first-rounder, and now a front-line NFL back.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back deep is Kalen Clay. It's taken to the 26. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, here we go.
McCarron to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to LeSean McCoy, and it's third down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Working from the gun here, McCarron. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
And again, it's McCarron. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
Hey. Now let's go.
On play action, it's McCarron. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On 1st down, McCarron throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Set. 3-19.
McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to go back to Clay that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football.
All right, here we go.
Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now McCarron. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Set.
McCarron on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Hurry up. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hurry up. Here we go.
This give is to McCoy. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And we will not see another play as time has run out on this first quarter. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On third down, here's McCoy. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with fourth down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake here, Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, wide open, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Ready.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
On third down, Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing, Rivers. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here now, a look at LeSean McCoy. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. McCarron will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
A give to McCoy. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. McCarron. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. 3rd down here.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there.
4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Boom,
now here's McCarron on 3rd. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills defense, they make their way back out there. And a big reason they've got the lead here in the first half, some of these hits we're going to see here.
Almost like they're a group of superheroes, right? Something out of a comic book. Boom, pow, biff. They are really playing well and making things happen on their side of the ball.
Taking me back to my childhood a bit.
There you go. You had a collection, didn't you?
I did. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Hauschka to tack on the extra point. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And able to find Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Let's go.
Rivers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here you go, man. The 1-8er! Like, bro,
2nd down, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now A.J. McCarron and the offense heading back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. Left side here, caught by Clay. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. McCarron to throw on 2nd down. And going over the middle here to Curley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hurry up, here we go.
McCarron now on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
And McCarron will try again on 2nd. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's McCarron. And that's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Chargers getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Rivers again. This is Gordon on the dump off. Now the Bills will take another timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Drew Kaiser now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep for Benjamin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. 390.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Final play of the half, Rivers going deep here for Allen. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Man open left side, it's Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
380!
From the gun, Rivers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And down he'll go at the 25. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go now.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
This is McCoy, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And these numbers showing up on the screen, that's why he's their star. They kept him down for a little bit, couldn't keep him down for a full 4 quarters.
But what they were hoping for was a half of a game. And if they could have shut it down at the half, they had done their job. But as you mentioned, a full 4 quarters, and the best, they always feel like they're one run away from changing the momentum or breaking something big, and we're starting to see that here in the second half.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, ready? 380.
On play action, Rivers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Rivers throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Rivers. He's got his man here. It's Green. That goes for a gain of 31. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The defensive tackle Kyle Williams there for the stop. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. To throw is Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Run 80.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake. Rivers. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. To return, it's Kalen Clay. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. McCarron will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Colton Schmidt now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Comes Los Angeles. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. First down, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the INT, it's McCarron. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's McCarron. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Ready. Run 80.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
180.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Here you go, man.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rivers again. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Ready. 180. 85.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, it's Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Ready. 380.
Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Set. Delta.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Sturgis adds the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
McCarron will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
McCarron now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Shotgun snap for McCarron. And this is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Set.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Bills on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go now.
McCarron. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 11. From the gun, Rivers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Rivers gets it to Gordon. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. A.J. McCarron on his way back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go.
Now here's McCarron on 3rd. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, this is Ivory. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On 3rd down, that's McCoy, and he'll get this one up to the 26. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returning, it's Benjamin. Skirts by him at the 35. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. They'll look to throw. And he fends him off. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's back to throw. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Caught left side, Williams. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rivers. He's got it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First down now, but that clock rolling. And now the spike with 36 seconds left to go. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Ready.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming
Still
on that
second
play.
down.
Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Set. 3-9.
Here's Rivers. And it's going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now Rivers. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line.
Again, it's McCoy. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Back to throw. McCarron. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. To throw is McCarron. And his throw here is incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They start on the ground with Ivory. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's McCarron. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Now Benjamin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the first throw in overtime for Rivers. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Green with a catch left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash? What do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. First down, Rivers. That's complete right around the 8. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. They're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
Delay of game, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 2nd down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on 3rd and goal.
That's how the game has changed. Now we think pass first, even in goal line situations.
Rivers now. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A Partner, great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long.